Pisces, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So, if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started for Pisces. What do you need to know coming up? Any advice is always welcome. Wow, that flew way over there. For Pisces, what do you need to know? What can you expect? Any advice? For Pisces. And Queen of Wands. Wow. Pisces. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So I put the cards down in the same order that they come out of the deck. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. You can take the parts from it that does. You can get a private reading from somebody that you trust. You can check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self. You can find your moon sign online. There's a lot of websites. So the overall energy here, Six of Wands. Ooh. This is the card for success in love. All those wands coming up in the background here are people celebrating your success in love. That wreath, that can be a wreath for engagement. So let's find out why the Six of Wands is surrounding your entire reading. I have the Justice card here up in your highest energy, Pisces. This is the card for Libra, so Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. What this is, it's about having your sword up in self-protection, seeking truth, seeking clarity, and trying to stay balanced, getting balanced. It's a card of self-justice. These are the two strongest energies in the whole reading. So, you are seeking truth and clarity. You're trying to stay balanced in a relationship here that you are in. That it feels to me like you're already in it because of the Six of Wands. These are people celebrating your success in love. Right next to the Justice card is the Emperor. This is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But the energy, this is about, sitting on that granite throne, really heavy throne, just kind of like making up your mind, sticking to what you've made up in your mind. It's like being true to yourself. You're very well liked. You're very well respected by others. You might be a leader in your profession. There's a stubbornness associated with the Emperor, but this stubbornness is about you. This stubbornness is about you holding true to yourself. So that really turns out to be a good stubbornness. And it's right above the Six of Wands. So I think that you're kind of on guard about this relationship. I think you're kind of wondering if if you're just really paying attention to whether or not you want to stay in it. And whether or not you really want to be seen as a couple with this person. I have the Seven of Swords right next to the Emperor. So this tells me that the other person, they might have done something before, prior, that's got you into this state of second guessing, like. So you're, the Seven of Swords is sneaky, deceitful behavior. Lying, stealing, cheating, taking love, running off with it, just hiding stuff, not being truthful. There might have been something that had happened in this relationship, and this could have been prior. It might have been another relationship that you want to try to avoid this type of energy coming back in. So that might be what you're on guard about. I have the Wheel of Fortune under the Justice card right next to the Six of Wands. The universe, yay! So the wheel's turning. For your better. Will for the better is what it should say. Because when the universe is involved, it's moving you forward and always for your better. Powerful, powerful energy. You can't fight it. You can't stop it. You might be able to slow it down a little bit, but it's going to get its way. The universe will have its way. Well, the wheel is turning right towards the success and love. I think even though you're being very cautious, and even though you have your sword up and you're trying to stay balanced, and you're trying not to make, overly emotional decisions or whatnot, this universe here is saying that you're going to be moving into this Six of Wands energy, and I just think that you're going to be staying with whoever this is, and if you're not in a relationship, you will be. I have the Three of Pentacles right next to the Six of Wands and under the Seven of Swords. So not seeing eye to eye about Pentacles, about security, stability, the future, moving forward. There might be a little bit of bickering on how to go about things. You might not see eye to eye on how to move forward. And there could be a third energy involved in this reading, a child, an ex, just anything or anyone that could be influencing the way this relationship is moving forward. But I feel like that will be resolved because it's right on the same line with the Wheel of Fortune and the overall energy, Six of Wands. I have the Queen of Cups under the Wheel of Fortune. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is your card, Pisces. But one of those signs might be strong also in your chart somewhere else or in someone else's chart around this reading. But with the Queen of Cups, what the Queen's trying to do is peek in those little windows all the way around that cup. It's the only cup in the deck with a lid on it. And inside that cup are answers to love questions. So your mind is on the love here, right under the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to try to give you those answers because I think this is what you're like kind of holding back. And you're like, you don't know if the love can last or whatever the questions are. I think there's been a little prior bit of history, whether it was with them or someone else, and you're really trying to figure things out by peeking in those little windows in that cup to get your answers. Your answers about love. It's right next to the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is right under the Six of Wands. So here, the Page of Wands. This is something brewing, and it's brewing from your feet, and it's going to come out your mouth, and it's about the fresh start and a new beginning. Well, whatever it is, it has to do with love. It's right next to the Queen of Cups. I think that you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to say what's on your mind with whoever this is that we're talking about that is in your life, or I feel like most of you, they are already in your life. Some of you, it may be just starting right now. I have the Two of Pentacles right next to the Page of Wands and right under the Three of Pentacles. So you have your highs and lows. It's like some days you feel like that this is really possible. The Six of Wands is really a possible. It feels real. It feels good. And then other days you're like, I don't know. I don't know if this is really possible. So this is why you need to speak up. If you want a fresh start, new beginning with this person, or you don't, you just need your answers. And you need to speak up. And it's brewing. You will speak up. And you're wondering if they're your ship. Look at those ships. They're just out there bouncing around in the ocean. So you're all over the place in your head about this relationship. Let's take out more cards. Let's get the second part of this reading. King and Queen of Wands. My gosh. This is a very passionate relationship. I can tell you that much already. Also, there could be fire in somebody's chart. And here's Aries. That's a fire sign. It's the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I need a few more cards. Got an extra card. We will read it. Okay. Pisces, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I think you've been taken advantage of before because the Seven of Swords is looking back at you. This is up in your highest energy. The Queen of Wands is the most passionate card in the deck. Passion can get you in trouble, especially if that's all you're paying attention to in the beginning. But See, with the Queen of Wands holding the sunflower, there's a cat. It's wherever you put your love, you put your passions. So no matter what, whether it's work or gardens or pets, um, this is fire. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in someone's chart. Same as the King of Wands, which is actually the King and Queen are looking at each other. This is a soulmate energy that we're talking about. And there is a lot of passion between the two of you, if this is your reading. So the King of Wands, holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand and the other hand's on the hip. So this is also your energy, but the other person really has some fire in their chart, or you might have fire in your chart. Either way, it's a very passionate soulmate relationship. So the Ten of Pentacles, right next to the King of Wands. Looky there. So you want to be grounded. You want to be stable, secure, committed, long-term. There's union between two people. There's extended family. There's pets. There's a child tucked in the corner down here. So this is really what you're wondering here, is can this relationship last and stay grounded? A lot of passion here. I have the Devil right under the Queen of Wands and next to the Three of Pentacles. This is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns. The energy is toxic. The energy is being bound to someone who's bound to someone or something else. So, like I said, things are brewing here. There's three, it's right next to the Three of Pentacles. There's three people in this card. There's three people in this card. And so I think you're worried about some other energy. Maybe an ex going back to the ex. Maybe the ex trying to come back into their life. Maybe it's your ex. But there is something that needs to be talked about, and there needs to be things need to come out in the open here for this relationship to work. But I think it will, with the Six of Wands being right in the center of this whole reading. I have the Six of Pentacles next to the Devil and under the King of Wands. So this is the breadcrumbing card. Throwing your scales off balance. That's why you're getting balance. You're trying to keep your balance and seek the truth and clarity. I feel like that there is an energy that needs to be dealt with before that you can be comfortable in this Six of Wands energy. Breadcrumbing. It's like somebody's getting more of the attention, more of the love, more of the whatever it might be than the other. And it throws the scales off balance. Right under the King of Wands. It's on the other side. So it's not coming from you. And being that the Six of Pentacles is next to the Devil and the Devil's next to the Three of Pentacles, yeah, I think that's what you're concerned about, and I think that's what you need to speak up about, and that you're confused about, that you really need to get balanced over. I have the Six of Swords next to the Six of Pentacles, and right under the Ten of Pentacles. So the Six of Swords is this relationship, it's going to be moving away from these rocky waters. I think this is past energy that's been in the relationship. I really do. And I feel like you're moving away from these rocky waters. And you're moving to a much more calmer, more peaceful place in your life. The more swords of truth and clarity you pick up, the further you can get across that lake to that much better place in your life. And that is right under the Ten of Pentacles. Away from the Six of Pentacles, towards the Ten of Pentacles. I have the World under the Devil and next to the Two of Pentacles. This is a new life cycle. And look, even now, when you look at the Devil card, it is waving goodbye. It's saying, goodbye, toxic energy. There's a new life cycle coming in. This is what you're confused about, is entering this new life cycle, but it's coming in. And if you just listen to your intuitions here, I have the High Priestess under the Six of Pentacles and next to the World card. I think you need to trust and believe in yourself, in what your heart and what your gut and head, they all come together, and that's your intuition. Pay attention to it, because they run strong. You have a lot of answers already within you, and this is going to help you be able to, know what you're doing, to feel comfortable in moving forward in this relationship. So you're wondering if the breadcrumbing will stop, if you can trust that this toxic energy is going to be going away, and your gut is saying, yeah, that you believe them, then you're probably right. Because that High Priestess is right next to the Ten of Cups. This is where you're headed, toward the Cups. The Cups of love, equal exchange, sunshine and rainbows, joy, a lot of laughter, dancing, a lot of love. Beautiful card, Ten of Cups. You got the Ten of Pentacles on one side, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Cups on the other side. So this is where you're headed. You're leaving some old energies behind. Now, this card can also signify that these are past energies not from this relationship over here that we're dealing with, that you're dealing with, okay? In trying to trust this relationship. Because when you're walking away from these cups, turning your back on love, you're actually walking towards that mountain there. And that's where you're headed. And I think that's where you're headed here with this six. There is an island right there with the Six of Swords. Take some work, kind of a slow go. But I think that's what you've been doing, is you've been trying to get some of your past behind you, and you don't want to walk right back into it again. And so, this is kind of where you're coming from. It's from past experience. You might have had some issues with this person that needs to be talked about, and you will. Okay, it's brewing. But you are going to be entering a new life cycle. I think you will be in an engagement or committed relationship with this person that I'm talking about, that you're in a relationship with now. And you're just headed toward a beautiful, loving, committed, and solid relationship. I'm taking out an angel card. Let's see what they have to say about this reading. Guardian angels and spirit guides. What do they have to say? Pisces, please. This reading. More shuffle here. Okay. For Pisces. Get my glasses on so I can read it. Find your card. A win-win solution. I'm going to read it to you. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. This is the advice for this reading. You can watch that over and over if you like. Get the gist of what your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to say, if this is your reading. So, wow, Pisces. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.